Hi, I'm Brett. What a year we've had. It hasn't all been bad, and I don't want to minimize what we've all experienced over the past few years, what's gone down in our lives. But the temptation we all have is to keep looking back and comparing and complaining. But we need to somehow learn to resist looking in the rearview mirror of our lives and be determined to try and look in front of us through the windscreen of our lives, stay focused and press forward. There's so much in front of us. There is another reality for all of us, and that reality is God, our God. Our God who is entirely good, our God who is entirely loving, our God who is entirely trustworthy. We can trust Him with our lives. Our problem is we're so busy looking in the rearview mirror of our lives, we don't see who's standing right in front of us. Let me read a scripture for you if I can. It says this: lay aside every encumbrance and sin that so easily entangles us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing your eyes on Jesus. He is the author and perfecter of faith, who for the joy set before Him, He endured the cross, despising the shame, and He sat down at the right hand of the Father. For consider Him who endured all hostility by sinners against Himself, so that you and I will not grow weary and lose heart. This is the one who is before all of us. The greatest gift ever given, Jesus Christ. Born in an animal shed. He lived as a man, even though He is God, and He died on a cross, a cruel death. But 3 days later, He rose from the grave. Let's not allow the past few years we've all been through. Let's stop looking in the rearview mirror so that we can discover Jesus and His way. Jesus is grace. Jesus is forgiveness. Jesus is peace. He is joy. Jesus is power. He is life. And He is entirely good, and He is entirely loving, and He's entirely trustworthy. And you know that Jesus builds and strengthens His church, you and I. And He invites others into His church, His family. He adds to His family. And Len and I just want to say we are so grateful for everyone He's added into our lives, in our past and even now in our reality right now. We're so grateful for having you in our lives, and we're grateful for the journey we're on with you, the journey we're on together as a church family. And this is a true story. What goes on in our relationship with Jesus and what goes on in our relationships with one another is determined by what we put into it. What it looks like and what it feels and what it becomes to us is on the basis of what goes into it from our side. Our relationship with Jesus is richer because we hang out with Jesus. Our relationships with one another becomes richer because we hang out with one another. Ahead of all of us this year and the years ahead is a significant life with Jesus front and center to it all. Len and I and the church family want to wish you a Merry Christmas and that you'll be blessed with your family. We love you and we're grateful for having you in our lives. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas time.